Hey everyone, sorry I couldn't be there for this prestigious award. I'm truly honored. This is not a particular goal you strive for every year, but it's great to be recognized for it. So I really appreciate it. So through this journey of umpiring, we grow a great passion for this job and we set goals for ourselves. And, that all comes along with attending camps and clinics, feedback on the field, and grabbing a great mentor. Less is more. You guys know what I'm talking about. Great guy. As most of you know, this job is fun, exciting, and it's awesome to be on the field with your family when you're out there working games. So reaching goals can become a struggle with unexpected curveballs. Sometimes it could be physical, sometimes it could be mental, and sometimes the physical becomes mental, and then it's tough to overcome both of them. It's tough to take something away from you that you love to do. Trust me, it really is. Even when you prepare for it, reality will hit you the moment it happens. So in the summer of 2018, I was informed that I needed hip surgery, a full replacement, because I was starting to get bone on bone in the hip joint. So, I thought I would suck it up and tough it out, but it got to the point where even walking was devastating pain I couldn't deal with. So we scheduled the surgery in January to get the full replacement done. And in that office during that conversation, the doctor gave me some devastating news. He said, "You may not even umpire again after this surgery." I was like, "Excuse me, can you repeat that?" Hoping he would say something different. But no, he repeated the same thing. And yeah, it was a very sad moment. I was almost in tears, but, I took a deep breath, and, being a half glass full person, I said, I'm going to overcome this. And knowing how many games Jeff have to cover every day, I am not going to let that comment scare me away. So I had the surgery in January, and 3 months after the surgery, doing my PT, getting ready to get back on the field, which I did 3 months later, but I was still having some pain. So talked about doctor about it, took X-rays, but everything looks good, blah blah. He couldn't figure out what was wrong. So fast forward a little bit, in July, I was on the field for about 2 months at this point. But in July, I broke my finger from a foul tip, broke in 4 places. Had a metal plate and screws put in, and I think a week to 2 weeks later, it got all infected. It looked bad. So my doctor said, "Well, maybe your hip's infected as well." And doing some more tests, he said, "The worst that can happen happens." So I had an infection in my hip. So I had this infection running through my body. So anything foreign it was going to attach itself to and become infected. So now the plan is to remove all the hardware in my body and put all new hardware back in. And I'm like, yikes. So scheduled another surgery for January of 2020. So we had the surgery in February of 2020. And after the surgery recovery room, the doctor came to me and said, "I have to tell you that we couldn't get the metal spike out of your leg by trying to get it loose to pull it out. So we actually had to crack open the femur bone to get that spike out of your leg." And I was like, yikes. He's like, "Yeah." He said, "It's going to probably take up to a year for you to recover from that. And unfortunately, you may not be able to umpire again." I'm like, "Doc, don't tell me that." That's news that, you just don't want to hear, So I told the doctor, if you are not ripping my leg off my body, I will be back on the field one of these days to umpire. You can guarantee that. So, um, fake hip was put in. It was an antibiotic block that they put in for 3 months, and every day, twice a day, for those 3 months, I had a nurse come to my home and inject antibiotics through a line that went through my body to clear out that infection. So, 3 months later, fast forward to April, all new hardware was put back in. Now the PT started. uh, about a good 5 months of PT. So May, June, July, August came around and was feeling really good. Sent a message out to my brothers about going down to Umpire in Arizona, be out there maybe 1 or 2 games a day just to get back into the groove of things. And lo and behold, and on September 20th, this lady rear-ends me. Um, so I was in a car accident and it really hurt my right leg. And I was so nervous about the hip. And I was like, oh no. I'm like, here we go again. So x-rays were taken. Doc said it looks fine. We'll just start the PT process again. And I hurt my knee in the process. So PT on my knee and my hip to get back in shape again. So missed another window of being able to go umpire again. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. But trying to keep my head up high about all this and just keep thinking about the goal to reach is to get back on the field. So another 5 weeks, 5 months of PT, and coming around April, I was sending emails out to signers saying, hey, I will be ready to go in the summer. Let's get this started. And that was on June 12th. No, on June 10th, but on June 12th, I was in another car accident. So they decided to pull out in front of me, going about 40 miles per hour, and again injured my hip, my right knee, and now my back. So I'm just taking it a day at a time right now, and still in PT, hoping to get back on the field as soon as I can. So in the past 2 years, I've had 3 hip surgeries, 1 finger surgery, and 2 car accidents. It's been a real struggle, and thanks for the support and prayers out there. Some of those prayers and support out to my brothers out there, Randy Wood, Bill Buchanan, Phil Papillo, and just recently Dwayne Fontaine that was in a car accident. So keep the prayers going for those guys. My brothers out there and sisters too. I'll be out there in spirit with you, and I'll be back on the field to take ownership of that dirt circle one day. And special thanks to those guys that worked with me this year. They didn't hesitate to say, I will work the plate for you. So big thanks for that. Jeff, thanks. Fox Value Organization, thanks. Appreciate it, guys. Just remember that your dreams will always be bigger than your pain, okay? Thanks, everyone.